Maybe you look at the map, the Google map, and you saw Ayden, North Carolina, and you were wondering, where is this Ayden, North Carolina is, by the way?
And you're looking at Greenville and Winterville, and then you kind of saw this thing, and then you're asking your question, is this too far out? Is there anything there? And people will tell you two things about Ayden right away. Great barbecue and small town. But suddenly when the Southwest bypass opened up, it has changed and it is growing and it is something to really think. Suddenly this small town is 15 minutes to the hospital. Actually, it's faster to the hospital from Ayden on this bypass than it is from my own house in Winterville.
Exactly.
So when you look at the bypass, so if you're looking for more house for your money compared to Greenville, North Carolina, this might be it's not for everybody, but it's definitely for some people.
Exactly. Therefore, here we are really breaking down the Greenville, North Carolina versus Ayden, North Carolina. And today we wanted to give you a really honest opinion about pros and cons of living in Ayden, North Carolina versus Greenville, North Carolina.
And then we're going to talk about real estate, of course, that's why you're here, but also commute times and lifestyle differences from Greenville to Ayden. And of course, if you don't know, hi, we're real estate agents in Greenville and Winterville, North Carolina, and of course Ayden. We help people relocate here every single day. And if you have a question and you want to call, text, or email from us, we would love to chat with you about whatever your moves are. If you're looking for Greenville, Winterville, or Ayden, don't be shy. Now let's just jump into Ayden again, because that's what we're here for.
Therefore, as my wife said, let's dive into the Ayden. For years, Ayden felt like a hike. You had drive down North Carolina Highway 11 and hit every spotlight in Winterville, North Carolina. And it felt like you took forever to get it to the north side of the Greenville.
Yeah, and now it's completely different. We talked about the bypass. That's the number one real total game changer there. So if you work at ECU Health, you work at the university, you just need to be somewhere in the hospital, or you even need to be further north of Thermo Fisher. Ayden, you can be there 12 to maybe 20 minutes if we're talking Thermo Fisher, and there's no stoplight, no traffic jams on Arlington Boulevard, no major construction that's going to stop you like is going to stop us in our house for the next few years. And that's huge if you're a doctor or a nurse looking to relocate and you're looking for something that is not in the city. So you're looking to get away from the city after your long shift. And when you come home, you'll hear silence, because Ayden, definitely you're going to hear that silence.
This is not just, by the way, for the doctors and nurses. We were talking about even you want to downsize, you want to get retired, but still you wanted to have those amenities close to you, like the hospital, because you wanted to use the medical center for any emergency that you have.
Now, Ayden is not necessarily a bedroom community anymore. It has its own characteristics, it has its own vibe, but it is, I will say, slower. In a good way. It's nice, it's charming. I can tell you there's a lot of fun activities there, but there's a historic downtown. It's definitely not a huge area, definitely not massive shopping mall experience, but it has very Americana.
Okay. Therefore, you have actually annual Ayden, North Carolina Colored Festival, which is a massive deal in Ayden, North Carolina.
Colored, yeah.
Yeah, there are parades, rides, and food. Actually, my mother-in-law, my wife, my mom went to that parade when she moved to this area, which is nice. And if it's like the town shut down to celebrate for this festival. And if you're kind of that's a kind of a place where the neighbors looks for their neighbors. That's the characteristic of that place.
Also, I can't go without Ayden without mentioning this is traditional small southern town with barbecue. And don't forget, we have vinegar-based barbecue here in North Carolina. Skylight Barbecue Inn, the capital. It is the Capitol Dome on top. There's the world famous whole hog barbecue. People will drive just to try this barbecue. So understand, it is actually a draw there as well. Now, of course, going back to Greenville, if you need to be by the university, it can feel crowded. In Ayden, you're getting some land, you're getting some peace. You have a lot of families who want to buy in Ayden because they want to have their kids on their land, or just maybe on the cul-de-sac outside, and they're not worried about people cutting through traffic in order to get to one way or the other. Like, it's not a city at all. And this is where Ayden really was going to shine compared to Winterville and even Greenville, and definitely even Winterville.
Exactly. We always tell our client actually direct 10 minutes further to save at least $30,000 for those even more brand new homes, that this is minimum $30,000. And that's roughly the math. Generally speaking, the dollars goes further in Ayden, North Carolina. If you're looking for brand new homes or brand new construction homes, Ayden North Carolina is one of those areas that is booming, because there are lots of good high quality builders that realizing that really people want that bypass access, so they're putting up these beautiful homes and subdivisions.
Okay, and these aren't just starter homes. They're really huge homes with huge pieces of land, $300,000 to $400,000, even some 500s are there at this point. But you're talking about a significantly more how much they would be if you took the same house and dropped it on Fire Tower in Greenville or Greenville, and you're getting the granite countertops, you're getting at least LPV flooring, might be even hardwood, definitely getting the 2-car garage, you're getting a large backyard. That's really fair. Winterville might be your neighbor, and Ayden just has that space that people are looking for. So when people tell me, oh, I need an acre of land, it's like, well, we're definitely going Ayden or further out, because you're not getting that in Winterville. But you are going to get in all of them those big porches, high ceilings, and really some of them are just really quite stunning.
Exactly. And if you love, for example, Target, Starbucks,
no, these are the cons.
Trader Joe's, Ayden is not gonna have any of them, because now you need to move to Greenville, North Carolina. You're driving to Greenville, North Carolina for that. Ayden has grocery store, pharmacy, some local spot, good restaurants. But for major shopping, you definitely need to commute and have a drive to Greenville, North Carolina. And while bypass is great, you need to be careful about
if you don't make the wrong turn, you're going to hit NC 11, and that you're going to take it's going to be an hour, and it's going to be rush hour. And then we also have to think about resale. Yes, Ayden's growing, but Greenville and Winterville are the heart of hot markets, and Ayden, it might sit on the market just a little bit longer because it's a growing area, whereas people have the name recognition of Greenville and Winterville. But this is changing, and over time that won't be forever. So if you are looking for something that's very modern and you don't necessarily go out on dates every night and you're not going to the bar, Ayden's it's a small town. If you are looking for those things, Ayden's going to feel very boring, very sleepy. This is definitely for the family and the retiree crowd. That's what it is, really.
And if you don't mind a short drive to get into a big box store, Ayden, North Carolina could be your place. The drive home on that bypass is your decompression time that my wife always talk about. But if you need to be in the middle of the action, stick to Greenville, North Carolina or Winterville, North Carolina. We know that the area could be confusing if you are not from around here.
We do love helping people relocate to Eastern North Carolina, Ayden, Winterville, Farm, but maybe Ayden is the perfect one for you, and I can't wait to show it to you. We can talk. I do video tours with people all the time, so don't be shy if you're like, oh, but I can never actually see the house and I'm in Japan. That's the furthest I've helped. So that's okay. Let's do it. Let's get you a house if you want it. So that's what I'm gonna add.
Therefore, please contact us, Alan Victoria Pinder, real estate agent in North Carolina, specifically Greenville, North Carolina, Greenville and Winterville, North Carolina. Don't forget to watch all of our playlists, everything about all the towns, Greenville, North Carolina, Winterville, North Carolina, and other 12 towns in Pitt County, North Carolina. We are here for you. And don't forget, subscribe in our channel, leave us a comment, and we'll love to help you and talk to you soon.